Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss some of the VSA questions generally asked in the board exam. Okay, so first question we are going to discuss, that is, current is flowing in the wire from B to A in decreasing manner. What is the direction of the induced current in the metallic loop above the wire? So we are going to apply Lenz's law here. I have written the answer here clockwise, but how it is clockwise we are going to discuss. So the current is moving in the wire from B to A. B to A. We are going to apply the thumb rule, right hand thumb rule, for this particular direction of the magnetic field produced by this wire BA. Okay, now we can see that from the direction of the magnetic field is in a circular ring. So at the top of the wire it indicates the north direction, because it is north to south and south to north, it is indicating the north direction. So above the particular wire there will be existing the north pole, isn't it? And they have said that the current is decreasing. So according to Lenz's law, the current in the particular loop should induce in such a way that it opposes the change. So it has to oppose the decrease, means it has to increase that particular flux. Okay, and to increase the flux, the polarity developed should be south pole, because south and north only can attract. So if the wire is above that particular loop is above the particular wire, then the loop must have the induced current which is flowing in the direction which is a clockwise direction, so that it will exert as a south pole, and that's what the south and north pole can be attracting towards each other by increasing the flux and by following the Lenz's law. So we can have here the direction of the loop here, it has to indicate here S. So what we can write down here, it is like this. So this is the direction of the current. Okay, because at this pole the north pole is existing, on the top of the wire north pole is existing. Okay, in the similar manner, suppose we are going to consider another example. Conducting wire loop is held above the current carrying wire PQ. Depict the direction of the current induced in the loop when the current in the wire PQ is constantly increasing. Okay, now once again we are going to consider the same right hand thumb rule. You can see here, this is the wire, and from P to Q the current is increasing. Current is increasing. Okay, so if it is increasing, that means the direction of the induced current must be opposing that increase. So the current needs to be decreasing. Such a type of induced current the loop has to produce, isn't it? So whenever we are going to say here, then you can see that here it is from the north to south. So on the top of the wire PQ there will be existing the south pole. At the top of the wire PQ there will be existing the direction of the magnetic field is from north to south. So if it is a south direction, and the direction of the induced EMF is such that it has to oppose the increase, that means there should be decrease in the flux, isn't it? So when there should be decrease in the flux, then the same polarity must be developed. Then only there is a possibility of repulsion and the flux goes on reducing, isn't it? So therefore on the top of the wire the south pole will be existing. Okay, and to oppose this particular increase in the flux or increase in the current, the wire loop must be having the polarity once again south only, isn't it? So that means the direction of the current must be in this direction, so that they can repel each other and the particular Lenz's law is obeyed. So here also the direction of the current in the loop is clockwise. Okay, now we are going to consider the third example. Predict the polarity of the plate A of a capacitor when magnet is moved towards it. Okay, now obviously this is a loop and we are going to consider the face of the loop which is towards the magnet, isn't it? And there is a capacitor plate is placed here. If there is a capacitor plate is placed which is having the plate A is one plate and plate B is the another plate of the capacitor. So we know that according to the Lenz's law, as soon as the magnet's north pole is moving towards the coil, obviously this particular coil must face towards the magnet, must be appearing as a north pole. If it is appearing as a north pole, then you can see that it has to be the direction in the considered as a north pole. Then I can write down here, this is the north pole, it has to indicate. Okay, so the direction of the current must be in this direction. isn't it? So if I apply the same rule for the face towards the North Pole, then what will happen? Here the North Pole has to be depicted, so it has to be considered as like this. Okay, so the current has to flow like this, isn't it? That means current is coming from the plate A and current is going to the plate B. If I visualize the side face from the magnet's north pole, isn't it? So as current is starting from the A and current is coming to the plate B, obviously the current starts from the positive plate, therefore A becomes positive. And if the current is reaching to the plate B, that means the current always flows from positive to negative, therefore plate B will be considered as a negative plate. Okay, now let us consider the fourth example. What is the direction of the induced currents in the loop 1 and 2 when the current I is in the wire is increasing steadily, isn't it? So once again we are going to consider the similar manner whatever we have considered for these two examples. Once again, for the loop first we will consider, and for the loop next we will consider. So for the loop first one, as we have said that the current is flowing in this manner, isn't it? So the polarity developed on this is a south pole. Polarity developed is nothing but it is a south pole, isn't it? And we know that suppose this is increasing, current is increasing steadily. So if current is increasing steadily, then the induced current has to develop the direction of the induced current in such a way that it decreases that flux, isn't it? So suppose this is the south pole developed on the top of the wire. I'll write on here the south pole is developed. Then obviously it has to be decreased by the loop which is having the induced current. So for the reduction or for the decrease in that particular flux, the two poles must be having the same polarity, then only there is a reduction, isn't it? So here in this first case, the south pole only can be considered as the repelling each other, and therefore the polarity developed for the first ring is clockwise, isn't it? Okay, now suppose we are going to consider for the second case. Now in the second case we have the loop is below the wire, isn't it? So suppose loop is below the wire, obviously below the wire the indication of that particular magnetic field is north, isn't it? And suppose it is a north, then what we can say that here we can say that suppose the current is increasing steadily, the particular loop must induce the current in the opposite direction, isn't it? So that it can oppose that increase in the current, isn't it? So that's what here in the below the wire we can have the direction of the current, it has to decrease. So here if it is south pole here, then obviously for the wire it is a north pole, isn't it? And north pole only can repel each other, so that the flux is getting reduced. Suppose I will have here written north pole developed for the wire flowing through which the wire current is flowing I, then in this particular loop it must be developed the north pole, isn't it? Then and then only there will be reduction of the flux, so that according to Lenz's law the induced current will oppose this increase in the current. Okay, and therefore we can have the direction of the magnetic direction of the induced current will be as a anti-clockwise manner. Okay, so in the same way, last example we will study, that is predict the direction of the induced current in the metal ring when the ring is moved towards the straight conductor with the constant speed v. Consider the conductor is carrying the current in this particular diagram. So I is the current flowing through the conductor and the ring is falling in the downward direction. Obviously once again we are going to hold the conductor like this. This is north to south, so top pole will be considered as a south, isn't it? And the ring is falling down and it is moving, so it is a motional EMF developed inside that particular loop, wire loop. Okay, and that motional EMF will be such that, or induced EMF must be such that it opposes that particular pole. Suppose it is opposing the south pole, because this is the south pole created at the top of the wire. Okay, so if it is falling down, then the polarity developed for that particular loop must be also south polarity, then and then only it can oppose it, isn't it? So if it is opposing, then it must show the south pole at the bottom, isn't it? So that's what the direction of the current must be considered as a clockwise, because at this place the direction of the magnetic field developed is S, not to south, so it is S. So the current has to flow in the clockwise manner in this particular concept.